We're back again, working on this same old engine, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little bit of stuff on the lens there. With something, fuzz. So we're back working on this old engine again that we cleaned up, right?
Yeah.
Mostly Caden, because Ashton was working on a different project.
Hey, I helped clean the water pump.
You cleaned the water pump and the starter, actually.
Yes.
And the starter worked, so that was a good job.
Yep.
So now we're going to take the oil pan off, but first, what do we need to do?
Drain the oil.
Drain the oil, and we know it has oil in there because we checked it on the dipstick, right?
Here.
So what do we need to drain the oil with?
A bucket and a piece of wood staple and a socket to take out the oil plug.
And a socket to take out the plug on the oil pan. And I sure hope you're not going to be messy.
Hopefully.
Could be. So Mr. Ashton found a block of wood
You hold the bucket
and a
so
bucket.
it doesn't.
It's about the kind of level there.
It's right the level, I think.
Mr. Caden's gonna loosen the plug if he can. You could move the bucket out of the way.
You should still have it
No,
underneath.
you don't need it underneath when you're just loosening because nothing's gonna leak out yet. This way he has some room to move, right? Well, if you stick your tongue out, it'll go.
No. Trying to pull or push? Push.
Yeah, you're going the right way, but you might have the wrong socket if it gets stuck, remember? So you have the wrong size of socket. So we'll get the right size of socket. Then we'll get that plug out of there. This engine looks like it has been having regular oil changes. Has a good filter on it, good premium filter. So hopefully no chunks come out of there, which they shouldn't because the top end looked pretty
more
good.
Power.
Whoa, we got a bigger wrench.
I need more leverage.
Did you get it?
Yes, I did.
Is it loosened already?
And the bolt could probably just drop right in there.
Nope, because what if you need to put the bolt back in?
Well, then we should have a magnet.
If it's slipping, you have the wrong size wrench. Remember what size you have there? Stop.
16. And I had 15 before.
That's a 16.
Yeah.
Try it on there. See if it's loose or tight. Too loose.
I had 15 and you said it was too small.
Well, it got stuck on there. So usually when sockets get stuck, they're the wrong size. Yeah, this thing cleaned up pretty good back here. We'll probably replace the rear seal and the front seal. Later on, we'll go buy some parts and get these guys to show us how we're going to do that. So move the bucket again.
Pop this magnet here.
Move the bucket again in case you slip and you spill that oil. There. Just move it out of there, Ashton. There you go. Oh, yes. She's loose.
If you... Oh,
Just wiggle it again.
Just bang it like that.
That's not really a hammer, is it? Here, I'll show you something. Here, that's not a hammer. Put that wrench back on there. Now tighten it back up. And then as soon as the socket gets loose, stop it. Uh-oh.
In the oil.
You're supposed to hold on to the handle.
I was.
You weren't if it went flying like
Jeez,
that
brother.
there, Charlie. Okay, go get a rag. Go get a rag. Well, these things happen, hey?
Yeah, I got this magnet to catch the bolt when he does, so it doesn't go in the oil.
That's what the handles are on the wrenches for, right? The ratchets, so you can hold on to them.
Oh.
So the socket went loose, right? There you go. Now it's loose again. Is it loose?
Yes.
Check it with your fingers. Okay. How much is going to go on the floor? You don't need that. You don't need that. We'll just put this here, just in case something happens. And you want to hold on to the plug. Don't let it go. The bucket's good right there. There you go.
Looks like glass.
She's old grungy oil, but
This looks like glass.
good job hitting the bucket.
So I tilted it in because if it dripped down, it would.
You had a little bit of a catastrophe to begin with, but oh well. That's why you don't need the bucket right here to begin with, because all you're going to do when it breaks loose, the bucket's going to go flying when your hand moves. Hopefully that little bucket's big enough.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, it says what?
It doesn't look like it's slowing down.
3.79 liters. It'll say that.
She's slowing down a little bit.
Move the bucket in a little bit, see where it's dripping. There you go, stop. Those wooden blocks are a pretty good level right there.
Yeah.
There, see it's slowing down.
Hopefully we don't go over
Okay, put the
edge.
plug in. We're gonna empty this bucket. Put the plug in, screw it in, don't drop it.
Or else you're gonna have to fish it out of that bucket. Okay. Take the bucket.
Okay, that's okay, I'll take the bucket, I'll do that. Okay. So we're gonna dump this into another bucket and then we'll continue on. Okay, we emptied that bucket.
And into
And
this bucket.
into that bucket, yep.
So now we can drain
Pull the
it.
plug out again, don't drop it.
We'll should be fishing it.
Fishing?
Fishing for.
Yeah, we're going fishing maybe in a week or two.
I might be going this weekend.
And should we show them the fishing trip stuff too?
Probably. Maybe.
Probably.
Mama got the fish on.
Holy cow!
First fish.
Yeah! Yeah, so there's no big chunks coming out of there, and there's no...
Well, it could be in the bottom of the oil pan still. If it could just.
Could be.
Oh,
I think it looks pretty good. We'll just let that drain for a little while. And then they're gonna take the oil pan off. So we have to take out all them bolts around there. Front and back, sides. And yeah, remember we built this stand so we can hopefully get the oil pan off.
Which looks like if I have a little swivel, I can
We
get
should
it
be able
off.
to, yep. So we'll still let this oil drain a little bit. We can loosen all the bolts while that's draining. Just set that plug down right there on that rag.
There you go.
But we can loosen the bolts. We should have a little tray or a little bucket to put our bolts in. I'll go find one and we'll get started doing that. And we'll show you in a little bit. Yeah.
Hey, they're all out now.
Did you get grease in your hair?
No.
You sure?
I got grease all over my hands though.
Yeah. We should wipe them off. Get that rag at the back and wipe your hands off.
So we don't keep all the oil pan all greasy.
Not the oil pan so much, but the rest of the tools you're going to touch. So we have all the bolts out, right? They're all down there, except for
Just one in the middle.
one on each side. In the middle we left loose. And why did we do that?
So it doesn't fall and then there's not oil
Right.
going everywhere.
So when we break the seal on the oil pan, it doesn't just fall down to the ground, and this way is more controlled, right?
Yeah. I need to wipe some more. Like oil.
Okay, so if we take this screwdriver And we just pry a little bit, just gently. See, hang on, stop. See these little notches here? That's where you need to pry. And it's probably easier to start at the front or the back. Are all this guy's bolts out?
Except one in the middle.
Except one in the middle, yep.
Look how long these bolts are holding in the oil pan at the
On
very
the back, yeah. Because they go through a little recessed slot
here.
kind of thing at the back, yeah.
So they go all the way up there. And into the engine.
Is it gonna go?
I think we should go like this with your hand.
You need help? Okay, hit it with your hand, see what happens. But if it doesn't come off with the screwdriver, it's probably not gonna come off with your hand. And it's easier on the front or the back. You have all your bolts out? There's none left up here?
Nope.
Okay. Get one out of that toolbox. There, he wiggled it. It'll come now, Ashton. It'll go. Okay, now you need to do the other side.
Can I do my side? Yep, she's broken loose on my side.
Yeah. Mr. Ashton,
Yeah.
this bolt right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you miss one?
Couldn't see it because of this.
Yeah. Well, that's why you gotta look around corners. Put your corner eyes on.
Wait, it might just come out on the.
It might just be really easy now that all the bolts are loose.
Once that bolt is off.
It might
Now
just,
mine's lifting off.
yeah, might just fall right out of there.
I cannot see all the way to the other side yet. Or you don't even have to use that screwdriver. It'll probably
So if you're prying on things and they're really, really tight, you need to have a look around and make sure all the bolts are out.
Mine were.
Yours were, but this guy?
Not really.
No. That's okay. Just don't pry hard enough to wreck things.
Is yours out? No.
Look at that. She's loose.
I'm gonna hold my side up so the oil doesn't come out on this side because it's gonna drain all over this side.
Oil won't come out because we drained the oil already. Right?
Oh, I see oil coming out on this gasket side right here. Oh,
There she goes.
right here.
There.
I did that.
Oh,
Brother!
you got splashed. Show him the rag here. Give me that rag. Here.
Splatters all over on the edge. Just look how much oil
Yep.
is on this side.
A little bit could, because the oil suction and return go out of the engine here and into the filter.
Oh, so it's dripping out right
So
there.
it's dripping out of the engine here into that area right there where the oil filter is.
Okay, so we have to take it off.
How are we going to do that now?
We need a bucket under here so this can drip out onto it.
Do we?
Yes, like a little container
Here,
like
there's a
this.
little bit of oil on the floor down there. Can you get that?
Like a little container like that.
And there's a little bit back there.
Where?
Get that one.
Can I wipe my gloves off by this piece? Once you're done?
Okay. So now,
Bucket.
how are we going to do this? We could have somebody at the back and somebody at the front.
Won't need a little container.
Why not put these in here?
What?
You have a little container? No?
No, I couldn't find it.
Okay, just put the rag down there on the floor. No, because the oil's gonna run down on there.
She's dripping right here. Get it
Oil's
quick.
gonna run down there.
Get it quick. It's dripping. Where's the rag? Just put it down.
The less we get on the floor, the better, right? Then we don't have to clean it up.
There. Okay.
Okay, now what?
I'll start ratcheting on my side. Brother, you come get your ratchet.
Yeah. Don't put it down yet though. Wait till
Just
we
wait till it's right there.
wait till we get this off and then we'll put it wherever
grab
the oil
your
drops.
ratchet and we'll start ratcheting at the same time.
So who's gonna hold it if you're both ratcheting? Don't crank yet. Who's gonna hold it if you both ratchet?
Well, just
Brother,
one hand.
you hold it.
One hand, and then we'll both.
Brother, you hold it, and then I'll take my bolt
Yeah,
out.
start ratcheting. Just do it.
Okay, fine, I'll hold the...
One
I'll,
hand.
I'll do my plan. I'll hold it up, then once you take your bolt out, you hold the oil pan, I'll take my bolt out. Okay, take out your bolt. Oh, hold it. Hold it. Hold it up. It's a bit heavy.
You're sticking your tongue out. I thought I saw it out. Yes, there it was. Oh, you're keeping yours in? Funny. Funny.
I keep mine in. Before, there was a video where
Okay,
I kept
drop it
my
on the
pants
ground.
taking a bolt out.
Okay,
Get my
so
legs up.
tell your brother what's happening.
Okay, brother,
three,
grab it and we'll let
two,
her down.
One. Let her down.
Let her down. Oh, she looks pretty clean in there.
Just let it rest on the front there.
Put her up here on the front.
Yep, there you go.
Look, she looks pretty clean in there. Holy smoker.
Wow.
So it doesn't drip down.
You think we could lift that out of there?
Yes.
Probably.
And just set it out here so we can look in the bottom.
Right here.
Right there is good. Yep, it'll sit rest by itself flat. Look, no chunks. Nice and shiny. Yeah, that's a good sign, hey? Could you bring a couple pieces of paper towel, Ashton? We'll bring that, or Katie, bring that roll of paper towel there. I'll show them something here that I seen on an engine that I had.
Here. Can I...
There's a rag right there on the ground.
It's only on. It doesn't come off.
Anything, see anything in there?
Yes, it doesn't look that chunky.
No chunkies, good.
I think we need to take that bucket again and take that
And it
bucket.
doesn't look like we need a new gasket either.
Take that
Just
bucket.
clean this guy up? Probably could.
Oh, over there. Look. Probably oil.
Yep, these are made to be reused because when you squish these down, they only go to the thickness of the aluminum here, and the rubber does the sealing. So these are reusable, but sometimes these are riveted on. See, this is a aftermarket. Oh no, it's not. These stock ones are riveted to the oil pan. See that rivet right there?
They took out all the other.
But I'm not
ones
sure
that
why
didn't
these
bother
two are not in there. Looks like they were never there. Yeah, these ones were never there.
Yeah, I
But this
think
one
we
has a
should-
rivet there, so this is a stock oil pan gasket. Anyways, one thing I had on an engine I had, these O-rings are molded into the gasket here, and I had a piece of one of these come out, so it had an oil pressure problem. So I don't know if that's something to look at later, but whatever.
Probably take the end of it and drain all the oil out.
We could, but we have the pan off now, and we need, or what do we need to do next?
You could clean
We don't need to clean it right now. We need to just carry on with why we took the pan off.
Make sure it's a good engine.
That's right. We need to look at the
Inside.
connecting rods at the bottom. Can we wipe off this oil here first? We'll clean up this little mess here and yeah, we'll be back.